Does Solid Snake poop?
Oh, absolutely.
So does he poop solid?
What do you think he's doing under all the boxes?
What is liquid snake?
What is Solidus Snake? Solidus Snake is the poop. The naked snake.
There's a naked snake.
Oh yeah.
So why would they name some of them solid and liquid and like phases of matter, and then they're like, that one over there, that's not gas snake, that's just naked snake.
He's also known as Big Boss.
He's
got a lot of names.
Plasma snake and
this is a perfect point.
For what?
Well, for our hypothetical.
No, it's not.
Absolutely.
Don't do this.
Yes, it is.
Don't make me incorporate all this.
No, this is super pertinent. Wink, wink. Because
it's definitely not your pick. Because if it's your pick, I have to quit.
It's my pick.
No, it can't be your pick.
It's my pick.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's my pick.
It's everyone's pick.
It legit was my pick, and I was super pissed because I thought I had found that there was already a movie, and I was like, damn, but there wasn't.
No,
is that actually your guys' pick?
Yeah, absolutely. Is it your pick?
No.
Oh, well, why would it not be my pick? It's probably the best pick.
Okay. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Hypothetically Speaking. I am Tyler Malter. With me is...
the guy who's going to go first.
John Reed and...
Gas Snake.
Shawn Murphy. An out-of-context reference.
No, totally in context.
Cut everything out and...
No!
This week, our question is brought to us by John.
Yes.
And that question is?
If you could take a story from any medium and convert it into a film, live action, animated, whatever, that isn't already a film. So it could be like a song you heard, like the Thong Song.
Oh.
It could be a video game. It could be a book.
I've changed my mind.
And make a movie out of it. What would you pick?
Okay.
I'll go first.
That was it.
And Sean's going to go first.
I'm scared.
My choice.
Uh-huh.
Is Metal Gear Solid.
I hate you.
I'm taking it.
Was that actually yours?
That was legit my pick.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, it makes perfect sense.
No. That's why it doesn't work.
Oh, you're wrong.
Because it doesn't make any sense.
No, it makes perfect sense, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, so first of all, I thought all three of us would come with this choice. So the fact that only two did is incredible to me, because I think that it's absolutely ripe for a movie. I mean, it's the backdrop is there. You could really pick any of the Metal Gear games, either in context or out of context, and make them into a story. I say you don't do that at all. I say you subvert entirely the expectations, and I think Metal Gear is built around that. So the whole running theme through it is like self-discovery and like what your purpose is, your real purpose, and subverting expectations. So I think you tell a Snake story, and you tell it pretty damn close to like maybe the Metal Gear Solid, right? And then just completely go like another direction with it. Just completely subvert expectations.
Even for Metal Gear fans?
Absolutely. Okay.
I would hope that they do that, considering the storyline is worse than Kingdom Hearts.
I'll fight you. It's not. It's super not.
I think so long as you stick to like some core principles, like it'll be accepted among fans. But if you start to go too far left, people are going to be like, this doesn't even feel like a Metal Gear story.
Sure. Let's take a moment to think about some other famous video game franchises that have been turned into movies and how successful they were. So, like, one comes to mind, like Resident Evil.
Fantastic.
2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Fantastic.
The Assassin's Creed movie.
Fantastic.
And Warcraft.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well, now that we've
don't forget Tomb Raider.
Unanimously agreed.
Or the Double Dragon movie.
Doom. There was that one.
Tron.
Tekken.
There was a Tekken movie?
It was animated.
Oh, we didn't talk about Mortal Kombat.
What about Mario? Remember Mario Bros?
Oh, that's a good one.
Fantastic, as Shawn.
Fantastic. That's right. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going for Dead Rising. Fantastic.
Okay. Just quoting it.
Well, no, Metal Gear would be great. Okay. And I would do Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, if you're going to base it off of any of the games, I would do 3. Because it's like the prequel. It lays the groundwork for the inevitable sequels. And you get Kiefer Sutherland crawling around in the jungle.
Oh, you're casting Kiefer Sutherland.
Or Hugh Jackman.
No.
Oh,
Kiefer
Kojima
Sutherland
came out and said he wanted Hugh Jackman.
Well,
yeah, just recently.
Yeah,
too.
Kiefer Sutherland.
But Kiefer Sutherland was only the voice in 5, right?
Yeah, but he's gonna be the Keith is gonna be he's a good.
The Keith.
Yeah, that's what they call him.
Souther friend.
Like miles of him.
Uh-huh.
Miles of Keith.
Kojima's riding on Norman Reedus a lot too.
Oh, Norman Reedus would be good.
No, he would not.
No, he'd be
I'll
a great
you.
solid.
No.
Maybe if it were like a Phantom Pain movie where
Norman
he's like
Reedus-
super scrawny.
Norman Reedus is gonna be Ocelot.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, no, they would get what's his face. What's his other buddy he loves to cast in his stuff?
Guillermo del Toro.
No, not that.
World-renowned director turned actor Guillermo del Toro.
God, what is that guy's name?
I can't think of it either.
Is he in the?
He's in he's the one that does the shush.
He's it's
Joel Anderson.
No, it's man. What is his name?
Somebody's freaking out.
It's the dude from Rogue One.
Yeah, I know who it is. I can't think of the name.
No.
Let's call him Khal Drogo.
He was Hannibal in the Hannibal show. And his name is
Christian Anderson.
Mans something.
Man-child.
Yeah, no, I can't think of it.
Meatloaf.
It's not Hans or
Pass.
something like that. Yeah.
Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I looked at his name. I didn't look at his name. I looked at his face, and it came to me.
Yeah.
I want to double check that that's right. Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen.
Old Mads. He would be Ocelot.
No, he's got too dumb of a face.
Does Ocelot have a not dumb face?
I don't know who Ocelot is.
That's even better.
He's a kitty cat.
He's a
based
revolver
on-
Ocelot.
I don't know what that means.
Oh. Okay, we have time. Let me tell you the story. Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. So can you give me the like 2-minute
Yeah.
elevator pitch
Yeah.
of what the movie would
I'm
be?
about to spoil the fuck out of Metal Gear Solid, like, as a whole.
It's a good thing
You know
Tyler
what?
was just getting
Don't.
ready to play that
Why?
game.
Actually, don't spoil it, so that the movie is intact. Just give me the details I need to know to start the movie off.
Okay.
Like, what would the first act of the film be?
All right. So, a
What, is it difficult?
Yeah,
Because,
no,
because there's too much.
No, so like war hero idol, they call
Kiefer Sutherland.
no,
Oh, okay.
has gone rogue. All right, and so the government has sent in Naked Snake to infiltrate.
Is his first name Naked?
No,
Okay. Sorry. I don't know Metal Gear.
you don't know Metal Gear.
He is a fully nude character.
Right.
Is
So-
he actually
swinging left
fully
and right.
nude?
No. So there's a
Could
war.
he be blue?
There's a war hero called the Boss.
Okay.
Damn it. And she's gone AWOL, and you as Naked Snake, who knew the Boss, have been sent in
So the boss is a female?
to
Subverting expectations.
that's
Go
right.
ahead.
But we're gonna flip it around,
Okay.
and you're gonna think the whole movie it's a male,
Mhm.
and then the big reveal.
Is she standing in front
Still
of
a male.
a dead alien
Still a
and
male.
she takes off her helmet and then she's in a bikini?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Sam,
I don't think you know who it is actually as Snake in the game. He doesn't know who.
who the boss is?
Yeah, until
But I
he
thought
sees
you just
her.
said he was working with the boss.
So, yeah, I spoiled
Well, you
a little
find
bit.
out later
Yeah, I
on.
spoiled a little
Okay.
bit.
I thought we talked about no spoilers.
No,
But go ahead.
we're gonna spoil it because I want Metal Gear Solid 3 to be the cold open, basically, so to speak. I want it to lay the groundwork and play all the characters in, and then it goes into Metal Gear Solid.
Okay.
So
the cold open is the entire third game.
yeah,
Okay.
because I don't really want it. It's like it's all in like a jungle, and it's kind of. If
So-
you're gonna get one good movie, I think that's how you do it.
Okay. But it's a full movie?
Yeah.
Okay. The third game is the full movie.
No,
I'm confused.
it's like half the movie, or like
Okay.
a quarter of the movie,
Okay. Sorry.
and then you go into Metal Gear Solid 1.
Being the rest of it, and that's
In
the one
the
that's in the
future.
jungle. Okay.
No, the third one's
I'm
in the
lost.
jungle. Damn it! Damn it, Tyler. You're just gonna have to see it when it comes out.
Okay.
It's gonna have
Coming to a theater near you.
yeah.
Probably not anytime soon, but
Well, I mean, what's Kiefer Sutherland doing right now?
O'Keefe.
well,
Yeah.
the movie was announced back in. See, Kojima announced it E3 2006.
There was a movie announced.
Yeah. He was. They were actually like when he was still with Konami. I think they was actually like had planned
That's
to
not
put
happening.
it together, and then in like 2010, they were like, yeah, we're scrapping the movie because Konami wanted a larger budget than Sony was willing to give them. They were wanted like 40 to 80 million is what Sony was going to put up.
Mm-hmm.
And then Konami wanted a bigger budget because they felt like that wasn't going to be enough to...
No
it was
way.
going to ruin the franchise.
It would.
And then in 2012, I think Ari Avad came on and decided he was going to... He founded Marvel Studios.
Oh, the film studio Marvel Studios?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was what it was.
Like early Marvel Studios, X-Men one Marvel Studios?
I don't know about that, but yeah. Yeah, he was a
Because he's
part
not
of them.
like Kevin Feige is in charge of Marvel Studios now.
Now he is, yeah.
But
But
it was
he
before
was
that.
like, he was the former CEO or creative
Head or whatever. it was,
yeah. Anyway, so he's producing it, and Kojima's involved with it heavily
not
still.
anymore.
Yeah. Well, no, he still is. And
Are you sure?
absolutely,
Because he definitely got fired from Konami.
yeah,
Who
I know.
owns the rights to
Right,
it.
and he was, but it's like
There's a guy who pees himself in the Metal Gear Solid. It's gonna be a good joke. He's gonna pee himself in the movie
So why does he pee himself?
because he's scared.
Okay.
We're gonna get Paul Blart to play that role. He's gonna pee himself for the kids.
Okay. You're doing like nothing to sell me on this movie.
It's gonna be awesome. There's missiles and a ninja.
Why?
His name is Cyborg Ninja.
Thank you. I was hoping it would be naked, but
No, he's not
So,
naked ninja.
why-
He's in a robot suit.
why does Metal Gear Solid deserve to be a movie more than anything
well,
else?
if you look at the success of
This
like
is
the
your
James,
hijacking.
It's his
you
topic.
hijacked my pick, man.
No,
He has the floor
He
right
came
now.
in like Liquid Snake
no, I didn't.
Are you spoiling the movie?
and
I
took
have-
my solid pick
I have
from me.
CQC and I will choke you.
Okay,
You guys are dropping references to a game I don't know about.
you need to play it, man.
There's another guy and another one who has to poop real bad.
Is he going to poop himself on screen? Is
Oh,
he going to
no.
also be
He
played
puts
by
his butt in a
Paul
barrel
Blart?
and he poops.
What is Paul Blart's name? Kevin James?
No,
Is
it's
it also
Paul
going to be...
Kevin James.
Wait, is it actually the character
Yes,
Paul Blart?
Paul Blart, yeah.
So Snake
James
shows up
as
at a
Paul
mall.
Blart.
Hopefully Naked Snake goes to the mall to buy clothes so that he's clothed Snake the rest of the film.
No, his
And
name
Paul
is
Blart's there and he pees himself.
Hal off of the...
They named the
2000.
guy who pees himself.
Yeah, and he's super important, actually. He becomes one of the most important characters in the whole series.
Okay, so why does
And he loves Ava. Like, he collects mobile suits, and his dad made the first Metal Gear.
what is a Metal Gear?
It's a mobile missile launcher, basically. A mobile, like, death
Super
suit.
powerful mechy thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
The-
what's
the-
Solid?
Solid Snake?
That's what it's named after?
No, Solid Snake isn't a Metal Gear.
That's his call sign.
It's his call sign.
Right, so why is it Metal Gear Solid? Like, where does it come from? How many games of Metal
It's
Gear Solid
actually
have
it's
they
actually
made?
called
5.
Tactical Espionage.
It's
Metal
true,
Gear Solid.
thank you.
So there's been 5 Metal Gear Solid games.
I would... I got an
plus
answer.
plus
Because it's
Peacekeeper and plus the
Because
Ground-
it's
Snake.
the story
Ground
of
Zero,
it's the story of the snakes, the solid snakes. No, that can't work either. Because
No.
Metal Gear 1 and 2 are features Solid Snake,
Okay,
Naked Snake, features
So-
Naked Snake.
so Metal Gear
Pass.
Solid.
No, it doesn't.
Sean's choice.
It does feature Solid Snake. 1 and 2 does. Not Metal Gear Solid, but Metal Gear, because they're different games.
Of course they are.
They are. There's Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2. And
I
Metal
don't
Gear
doubt that
Solid
at all.
1 through 5, and Peace Walker and Portable Ops 1 and 2. Ghost Babel.
What is that?
That's the Game Boy Color game.
Okay. John, what would you like to turn into a movie if you could?
What I would turn into a movie? Gee, I don't know.
What would you pick?
Tactical Espionage, Metal Gear Solid. What do you know?
Okay, well tell me about Metal Gear Solid.
So there's this organization called Lolly Lulelo.
Oh my god, dude.
I would have to go with my runner-up pick now.
Which is?
I think it's called Unwind. Have you ever heard of it?
Unwind.
It's a book. I read it a long time ago.
Okay.
So it's a book series about set in the future where teenagers are harvested for their organs to help keep the elderly alive. And essentially, let's say you're a kid, you're a brat, and if you're under 18, you're considered harvestable, and you piss your parents off, they could just send you away to be an unwind,
Okay.
and you couldn't do anything about it. There's families that bred children.
Is this like a how-to documentary? because I'm kind of in support.
I don't know.
What is it with you and children?
Yeah, you like
all
baby
this talk
grenades and harvesting.
All this talk
organs.
about snakes got me excited. I don't know.
Like, children are really expendable to you.
Yeah, I don't know. But
and it's weird because you have 2 of them. Like, you're the only person in the room that has children, and yet
well,
you're
we
like,
get to
if
the
they're
best part
bratty.
about how
I've never seen them.
the families.
Well, I've seen pictures of when they were alive before they were sent off to have their organs harvested.
To unwind.
Yeah. Okay,
so the parents, there are parents that breed their children to become unwinds, and what they do is they teach them that it's like an honorable thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so the story is about a kid who pisses off his parents, gets sent away, an orphan girl, and then some kid who thinks he's going to go do an honorable deed and breaks away from the unwind and whatever and goes on some crazy adventure to get away. So yeah.
It's run by like the Wayland Corporation.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. It's
It
been
seems
so
like
long.
something that
That
Wayland would do.
1,000%.
He's like, I
What do
need
you
other
think-
people's organs.
Where do you think they got the skin for all the androids?
Oh,
It's like the Hunter
In the middle.
Game or Hunger Games meets The Giver, I guess.
I like The
don't know.
Giver.
Yeah, I love The Giver. And the movie was okay.
I did not watch the movie.
So I liked it. It's got Jeff Bridges. He's the giver, and he does a great job.
Is he CG?
No, but they could probably put it in there. Taylor Swift is his daughter, which was really cool, and that she didn't ruin the movie or take away from it by being his daughter. But yeah, no, I really like The Giver, and like Unwind, The Giver was like one of my favorite books when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So
I
was
liked The Giving Tree.
I would have picked The Giver had we not already got a movie
Yeah.
of it.
It was it's my runner up, but you can tell my heart was with Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Oh man, let's talk.
But now
more
it's
about
Metal Gear Limp because someone stole it.
So
Metal Gear Flaccid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. We start the show off with poop jokes, and like within 15 minutes we're back to flaccid penises.
Oh,
I'm ready to hear Tyler's pick now because my
I-
hopes are crushed.
Man, I have a bunch of stuff in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing specific. The thing that I want to do, and the first thing that came to mind when I thought of the topic, was I don't want to adapt something from another medium. I would rather tell a really interesting story from history. Because you said in your initial, like, here's the question I have this week, you mentioned like song or story or whatever. So I was like, man, there's some really cool stuff that people have done, like, despite what most people would say, the Brothers Grimm movie with Heath Ledger and Matt Damon. Like, I really like that movie because it's like a darker, twisted adaptation of all of the Grimm fairy tale stories. So, and I like the movie Into the Woods, despite it having Meryl Streep in it as the main bad person. I like the movie a lot because it takes these fairy tales, same Grimm's fairy tales, and it turns them into musicals. So I really like the idea of like adapting stories in a weird, unique way. So I started thinking like, what would be something cool? And Dunkirk just came out by Christopher Nolan, and that's the type of thing that I would want. Is I would want a story that most people don't know anything about, that's just like a random thing in history that's really surprising, and you tell that specific story. So like Dunkirk, or like the Battle of 300 with the Spartans against the Persian Empire, like those kinds of stories are what my mind went to, of telling like a unique story from history, or even if it's a fable. But the thing that I would probably want the most is a remake of the Odyssey.
Oh yeah.
Which I think the Odyssey, it lends itself like perfectly to our modern CG technology. The original Odyssey was cool and all, but Oh Brother, Where Art Thou already did it, and it did it incredibly well.
Yeah.
So like my mind keeps going to those kinds of like the fables and the old stories of like crazy things happening, and then trying to adapt one of those to the medium. But if I had to pick one, I would pick the Odyssey, and I would do it like Peter Jackson, Lord of the Rings style. Of I would film all like I would make it 3 movies. I'd film all 3 at a single time, and I would release them 6 months apart.
Yeah.
So it would be like May, and then November, and then May, and each one of them like the 2 weeks before the next movie came out, the DVD of the last movie would come out. So you have the constant zeitgeist for like a year and a half of the Odyssey.
The Odyssey. It'd be an Odyssey for the Odyssey.
Exactly. And in our current like film climate of giant box office movies and the Marvel movies all tying together and shit, I feel like it would
do well.
Yeah. So the Odyssey would probably be my pick in the end. But I had a lot of stuff that just like was constantly running through my mind that's not adapting a book or adapting a video game. The only other thing that I even thought about for a split second was Trapped in a Closet, getting a full feature of Trapped in a Closet, which from Shawn's moaning, we're Trapped in a Closet fans over here.
My God.
Yeah, I know. Why didn't you think about it?
No, I did think about it.
Yeah, the Thong Song is the prequel to Trapped in a Closet.
Oh, man. I love Trapped in the Closet.
It's great.
It's a great story. It in and of itself it's kind of a modern day Odyssey.
I would totally agree.
Like, I really think so.
I love it. So
it's the most appropriate. You know what else I wanted, but and it would have been my choice had it not already been chosen or already have a movie being coming out for it, was I love anthology movies, especially like horror anthologies. Like really can like target like a simple premise and like hit it and then move on, right?
Right.
And even better is that you can go in lots of different directions. This is kind of like the liquid television thing for me. Like I don't know why I love really bite-sized media, but if you don't really care for a story, just like stick around for a little bit and move on. I wanted the scary stories to tell in the dark.
Oh yeah.
But I would have liked it. I wanted in my mind it's all practical effects, like no CG, none of that. And I've always been really like I've always admired the Ray Harryhausen's stop motion from like the old like Sinbad stories. So I imagine like these zombies coming out and stuff like looking like the Harryhausen skeletons and just very like just like the art. I don't know if you know those books, but the art in them is like nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
So I think that it would really lend itself well to practical effects and look really freaking creepy. So I did want that, but the movie is in production right now. So. Right.
And another one that's like that for me that's in that same vein is At the Mountains of Madness, which is what's his name?
H.P. Lovecraft. There's not enough Lovecraft movies out there.
Yeah, Eldritch Horror is really cool, and it's like it always seems like it bubbles up and then disappears, and it's like almost entirely championed by Guillermo del Toro.
Wasn't Mountains of Madness that had a movie, right? Wasn't that the one with?
No.
Gosh, what was that? They did an H.P. Lovecraft movie with the dude from Event Horizon and.
So Guillermo del Toro was going
Jurassic Park.
Guillermo del Toro was going to make At the Mountains of Madness, but he wanted it to be rated R, and they were like, no, we're not going to spend that much money on a rated R movie. So he backed down. Now that was before like Deadpool and stuff came out, and he with the same company, the same production company, he stopped working on Mountains of Madness and made Crimson Peak instead.
Sounds similar.
Not in the
actually.
Sam Neill is the guy you were talking about.
What was the movie that it was in?
I'd have to.
Yeah, you should use your little punchy box and figure it out.
It's a laptop.
The punch box.
But yeah, so you can't say that word.
Why?
I think that means vagina.
Everything means vagina.
Literally, the word everything means vagina. Yeah, I can't find it.
Oh, you're killing me.
I didn't look very hard.
You didn't even
look. But yeah, At the Mountains of Madness. But so what I was going to say with the anthology thing is I really like Stranger Things. And I hope that I wanted them to do like an anthology of each season.
Yeah, that should be a new story.
Have the first season be the other world, the Upside Down, and then the next season have like aliens, and then the next season be, and you just keep evolving. But it looks like instead they're going to go that Lovecraftian eldritch horror with whatever is in the Upside Down, which looked great at the Comic-Con footage.
Should look good. Did The Mist come out yet? The TV series?
The TV show? I don't think so. I think it's this fall, but I may be wrong. I don't have cable.
That's definitely in the same vein. It's very eldritch and is awesome.
Yeah, I think the problem with some of those films and shows is that you're trying to capture the horror that you get when you read the book. So if like you're the kind of person that sits at home like reading before you go to bed with the lights dim or whatever, and you like suddenly all this like fear because you're alone starts to envelop you from reading the book and all that, trying to get that in a movie is hard, and that's
I thought Jacob's Ladder did a great job, and it's the same vein.
Yeah, there's some that nail it and do even better than what the book could, but
it's just really hard to get people invested in like eldritch horror in particular. And that's why I thought the Hellboy movies were awesome, because you have that action hero fighting eldritch horror. So you have a reason a regular moviegoer would be in this horror world.
Sure.
But yeah, eldritch horror, like I thought about Mountains of Madness, but like I said, it was supposedly in production, so I didn't go with it. But that would have been my pick if they weren't already developing.
An Eternal Darkness movie. Did you ever play Eternal Darkness on GameCube?
Yes.
It had the sanity effects.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a movie? So for the listeners, it was a game that was again in this eldritch horror background, but you had a sanity meter, and it would slowly drive your character insane. And one of the gimmicks of the game was that it would start to do things to you as the player. So like it would turn down the volume, and you would see a volume meter, and the game would get quieter, and you're like, what the hell's going on? Or like there would be a fly that would crawl on the screen. My favorite one was that it would reboot the game, but you would like your save data was gone.
What?
Yeah, it would just like boop, and you would be like, oh crap, and then it would do the GameCube loading screen, and then the game would start, and you wouldn't have yours. And then like it's just about the time you would realize that like something's really screwed up. Your character would gasp, and it would go right back into the game, like wherever you were. But could you imagine a movie that does crap like that?
That'd be nuts.
That would be hilarious. I mean, it would only work once, but
right.
It reminds me of those like 1970s grindhouse movies where they would do a bunch of gimmicks in the theater to try to get people to go. Like they would put like ghosts on strings and run them down the aisles, or like put people in the audience that were
like scream,
that were participants. Like they would like a wolf man, and slowly through the movie he would like turn into a wolf and then bust out of the seats. So like that Eternal Darkness movie that way would be sweet. But
that'd
maybe
be nuts.
And have Sam Raimi direct it.
Oh yeah.
Like Evil Dead style.
Yeah, because he did great with the third Spider-Man.
No, Drag Me to Hell.
Oh, I thought we were going.
No, Sam Raimi did the Evil Dead movies, and Drag Me to Hell. We're not talking about Spider-Man.
But he did Spider-Man 3.
I know, but
it's the highest grossing Sam Raimi movie of all time.
Cut your face off.
Okay.
Speaking of face off.
Which is the second highest grossing. No, that wasn't done by Sam Raimi.
It's the highest grossing movie where people switch faces.
That's not true.
What other movie?
I mean, you put me on the spot.
Yeah, well, you seemed very adamant.
I can guarantee that that's not. You know what? Next week, I will update the listeners with what the actual highest grossing film in which two people switch faces is.
Well, no, don't limit it to two people. Any amount of people switch faces.
Mission Impossible.
They don't switch faces.
I mean, Tom Cruise has another person's face on his face.
Yeah, no, it's a decoy face. I mean, like his real face, like a face transplant.
Well, okay, but now you're being overly specific.
I'm not. It's a huge genre.
It's not a huge genre.
It is.
Like Arya Stark face transplant?
No.
Where she literally becomes the person?
Yeah.
It's real to me.
This is taking your face.
Like cut a face off. Thank you, Nicolas Cage. He did the motions.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre, didn't the dude
Leatherface?
Leatherface is definitely wearing another man's face.
Okay, so is Leatherface, does that count as one of the movies? I can look up the box office grosses of
I would like to think that Face Off made more money than that.
Dude, I almost want to like check right now.
Why don't you plug
I don't want to wait.
Punchbox?
Stop saying that. I don't think it means what you think.
Did you ever read the Foundation trilogy?
No.
Isaac Asimov?
No.
No.
What was it?
Isaac Asimov.
Does it ever build up to anything?
Well, he's also the guy who wrote I, Robot.
That's really good. In the worst way possible.
I hate you.
I like Isaac Asimov.
Yeah, I'd like
but
to see
I think
that.
he did something bad. It's one of those things where like his name comes to mind, and I'm like, oh, he like.
Well,
hates gay people
a lot of people associate him with I, Robot, and the movie wasn't that great.
I loved
the book. The book is way better, but
of course,
I've like in most cases. But yeah, the Foundation trilogy. Any like really great artist or like creative person I've ever met in my life has always said they were influenced by that set of books.
Yeah, the Foundation trilogy.
Yeah, you should definitely read it, Shawn.
It's good.
Quit playing with snakes.
No, it's
my snakes.
No, they're mine. It'd be good. Metal Gear Solid.
I like the Ender Game movie. I was glad they made that into a movie. It was
Yeah.
really good. I'd like more Hitchhiker's Guide movies.
And they made Captain Underpants.
Yeah. While we're talking about great books.
Tyler just had like a little stroke.
Thank you.
He wanted to just agree, and he was like, "Wait, no, I can't do that."
You know what I want to do? I want to prove you wrong about Face Off even more.
Do it.
Face Off grossed
Yeah,
$112 million.
it's incredible.
That is too much money.
It's so good. That's Nicolas Cage Castle money.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Chainsaw.
picture going around of him in the Russian outfit? Like he went to Russia and he's got on like the whole Ruski thing with the little padded ear hat. And
I feel like you need that. I've been to Germany
so
and it was so
good.
cold. I wish I'd had one.
Yeah.
The highest grossing Texas Chainsaw movie was $80 million.
Oh man.
So shy by 37 million.
Yeah.
But the search does not end here, my friends.
Back to the drawing board.
I will return next week with something that will knock Face Off
Hellraiser.
pedestal.
They wear faces in Hellraiser.
Do they?
That might have made more money.
No way. Horror is the worst place to go with it.
I know, but Hellraiser at the time when you're talking about like that era, those movies were what you went to see.
I don't think so. Like Jaws made like $13 in theaters.
Why don't you go ahead and fire that into your Punchbox?
Stop saying that. What do you think the highest grossing Hellraiser movie made?
It's the first one.
Sure.
And I'm gonna say slightly under Face Off. Face Off level, as we would call it in the biz.
Right.
Oh.
Everything is always compared to Face Off.
That's right.
So Wonder Woman, for instance, made less than Face Off.
Yeah. Like 3 Face Offs.
Not that much less. So what do you think the first Hellraiser made?
I don't know.
John, do you have any
10
guesses?
million.
I'm gonna say
Where have we gone?
I know. this podcast has gone totally off
would you
rails.
pick 10 million?
Yeah.
I want to say lower than that.
Well, you're wrong. So it's 14 million.
Jesus.
Boom.
Which is not Face Off.
What did I
win? The end of this podcast. Thank you for listening to Hypothetically Speaking. Again, I'm Tyler Malter. You can find me at TJMalt421, and you can find John Reed at
John Reed Art.
I love it's like a backwards sentence. And then Shawn is
Chuck Bonsai 1. Not a sentence.
nope. But that's where you're at. Go to tablenight.com to find all of our episodes and everything. And you can subscribe on iTunes, blah, 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 and Facebook, blah, blah, blah. We have a YouTube page that is just the video versions of our podcast. And soon we will be putting out video. And by soon, I mean 6 months. Within the next 6 months, we will have a real video on there. Not of an episode, but there will be a video that
Should
is
be a video
not
of us watching, listening
to an episode.
But
Yeah.
with headphones on.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, oh, man,
Little
this is
chuckles here and there.
good. And come out every once in a while and break the fourth wall. Like, I love this part.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. Well, look forward to that fantastic content coming soon, like I said, within 6 months. So, yep. Thank you, guys, and we will see you next week.
Snake?
Peace.
Snake? Snake!
Hypothetically Speaking is a Table Night production. I can't believe those assholes paid me $5 just for that.